In the last video, we saw the jaw-dropping Deinosuchus from the prehistoric era, the massive crocodile that could kill dinosaurs. Today, we meet something even more terrifying. We go deeper into the snake kingdom. Today, we meet the massive Titanoboa, the largest snake to ever exist, the dangerous monster that ruled the world long after the dinosaurs were gone. Now follow me as we go back in time to the reptilian world, where creatures were a masterpiece. Picture this: a massive crocodile or a giant turtle living about 60 million years ago, deep in the steaming jungles of what is now Colombia. The air is thick, heavy, almost hard to breathe. The rivers are slow and dark, clogged with vegetation. The rainforest feels alive, buzzing, croaking, rustling, but strangely tense, as if everything is afraid of something it cannot see. The environment is warm, strangely warm. Everywhere is calm, there are no movements. And then it happened. Something moves, but not with waves, with muscle. The water bulges upward as something enormous shifts beneath. Before it can react, the body is suddenly trapped inside a tightening coil. Bones crack, air explodes from the lungs. The pressure is overwhelming, absolute, inescapable. They are not even being attacked by teeth, but are being crushed by a living landslide. This is one of the actions of the Titanoboa, the massive non-venomous snake. The prehistoric era was filled with intense survival battles. Long before humans ever walked the earth, these rivers were ruled by giants. For a long time, scientists didn't even think an animal like this was possible. When the first fossils were uncovered in a Colombian coal mine in the early 2000s, paleontologists were stunned. They weren't skulls or fangs at first, just vertebrae. These vertebrae were indeed very massive, way far larger than those of any living snake. Each one alone was wider than a human fist. As more bones were uncovered, the scale of the animal became clear. This wasn't just a big snake. This was a monster from a forgotten world. Titanoboa cerrigonensis lived during the Paleocene epoch, only a few million years after the dinosaurs went extinct. Just imagine the world after the dinosaurs are gone. There are no tyrannosaurs shaking the ground. There are no horned giants migrating across floodplains, or any aerial shadows of pterosaur crossing the sky. The asteroid has already struck. Forests burned. Ecosystems collapsed. Most large predators vanished forever. And you think the world would be quiet and safer? But here you are wrong. With the great reptilian predators gone, the planet was left with an open throne, and nature wasted no time filling it. According to research, Titanoboa may have reached over 42 feet in length and weighed more than a ton. To give you a hint of what we are actually looking at, imagine a modern anaconda, already terrifying, right? Then double its length, triple its mass, and give it the power of a constrictor scaled beyond anything alive today. That's our Titanoboa. This monster wasn't just terrifying. The body was thicker than a tree trunk. The muscles were layered like cables, designed to generate crushing force far beyond what most animals could survive. When Titanoboa wrapped around prey, escape wasn't just unlikely. It was physically impossible. And unlike the myth of snakes suffocating their victims, Titanoboa likely killed in seconds, a very quick death for its prey. Modern constrictors don't choke prey by cutting off air. They stop the heart. Each time the prey exhales, the snake tightens. Blood flow collapses. The brain shuts down. Now, can you imagine that mechanism scaled up to an animal capable of crushing crocodiles? Because yes, Titanoboa hunted crocodiles. Fossil evidence shows that giant prehistoric crocodiliforms shared its environment, and many scientists believe they were its primary prey. These weren't small animals. Some were armored, aggressive, and built for water combat. It didn't matter. In the rivers of Paleocene South America, Titanoboa was the apex predator. Unlike many modern snakes, Titanoboa was likely semi-aquatic, spending much of its life in warm, slow-moving rivers. The climate at the time was hotter than today, significantly hotter. Average temperatures may have exceeded 32 degrees Celsius, creating perfect conditions for a cold-blooded giant to thrive. That heat really mattered. A snake this large could only exist in a world this warm. Its metabolism, muscle performance, and digestion all depended on it. Titanoboa wasn't just big because it could be. It was big because the planet allowed it to be. And in that world, nothing challenged it. Large fish, giant turtles, crocodiles. Early mammals foolish enough to approach the water's edge. Anything that entered Titanoboa's domain became part of the food chain, and Titanoboa sat firmly at the top. It didn't need speed. It didn't need teeth built to tear. It definitely didn't need venom. All it needed was patience. Like modern boas, Titanoboa likely waited in ambush, its massive body hidden beneath murky water or tangled vegetation. When prey came close, it struck with shocking speed, latching on and pulling the victim into its coils. The struggle would be brief, the outcome inevitable. And once the meal was over, Titanoboa could go weeks, possibly months, without needing to eat again. A true ruler doesn't need to hunt often. But even kings fall. So everything also has an end. As the Earth's climate began to cool, the tropical heat Titanoboa depended on slowly faded. Rainforests changed, temperatures dropped. Giant cold-blooded predators could no longer sustain their massive bodies. And then, as the world slipped out of its grasp, Titanoboa quietly vanished. Today, all we have are fossilized bones pulled from ancient coal seams. A reminder that the age of dinosaurs did not end with safety. It ended with something else taking their place. But what if Titanoboa had lived a little longer and had shared the world with the last dinosaurs? What would have happened if a Tyrannosaurus leaned down to drink from a river? And the river wrapped around it? Or more scary, and this should keep you awake tonight. What if Titanoboa exists in our time? What would you do if something that long, that heavy, that powerful moved beneath the water near you? If you enjoyed this trip, then join us in the next ride as we uncover more monstrous predators. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's have your thoughts in the comment.